Hey guys, time for Weekly Weird News.
Now here on Weekly Weird News, an Internet Today show, we love nothing more than hearing stories about people telling bold, easily refutable lies about themselves and managing to get away with it undetected for way too long. These kinds of stories are so fascinating because they expose just how trusting people are. In general, we all just sort of assume that people are telling the truth and we take them at face value. Human beings are by nature pretty damn gullible, but somehow, few people really ever try to exploit that gullibility to its true potential.
Sometimes the results are dangerous and troubling, like when someone who is definitely not a doctor manages to fool people into thinking he's actually a doctor for months. Other times though, nobody's really getting hurt aside from some ego bruising, like in the case of that Vice writer turning his shitty backyard into the most exclusive, non-existent restaurant in London. Today's story falls into that second category, thankfully, and mainly serves as a case study in how stupid influencer culture has become.
Yeah, so Instagram is an app that people use to post pictures of their lives for their friends to see. But its main purpose is actually just seeing all the cool shit that people you don't even know are up to, because life might have given you a low-paying job and a bunch of shitty obligations that prevent you from having much fun, but on Instagram, you can at least live vicariously through the lives of others who are up to actual exciting things. Like traveling, for example. Instagram's full of people who one way or another have the money and time to just travel all over the world constantly and document their lives as a citizen of the world.
But like we said, humans, we're inherently gullible creatures, and there's nothing stopping someone from just uploading a bunch of stock photos of exotic locales to an Instagram account under the pretense that these are the actual adventures of a real person. And that is exactly the case with the Instagram account of Amanda Smith, aka @WanderingGirl. With 63,000 followers, Amanda Smith has been documenting her global travels on Instagram since May of 2017, sharing beautiful, almost professional-looking views of places most people will never get to go to. But of course, there is no Amanda Smith, and there never was.
Dun dun dun! Yeah, Amanda Smith is the invention of a digital marketing agency called Media Kicks, who last August came out and just flat out admitted that the whole thing was just a social experiment to see if they could create a successful social media influencer account out of thin air. And they created not only Amanda Smith, but also another account called Cali Beach Girl 310. Very believable. For which they, for that one they actually hired a model to portray Alexa Ray, who instead of traveling just kind of stands around various parts of West LA looking pretty.
In both cases, after seeding the accounts with a few pictures, they purchased fake followers at the dirt cheap price of between $3 and $8 per 1,000 followers. They initially purchased around 1,000 fake followers per day, but quickly realized they could buy up to 15,000 followers at a time without any alarm bells from Instagram. They then used similar services to buy fake comments and likes for around 12 cents per comment and between $4 and $9 per 1,000 likes. Once both accounts had hit the follower requirements to apply for branded influencer deals, they did so, and were quickly offered 2 deals per account. Amanda, the travel account, was offered deals with an alcohol brand and a food and beverage company. And Alexa was offered brand deals with the same food and beverage company and a swimsuit company. They managed to do all this in just a few short weeks.
Wow, inspiring. So Media Kicks' whole motivation behind this was not just to troll, it was actually a case study in how easy it is to fraudulently secure paid sponsorships from brands who aren't keen on the ins and outs of social media, but know that they need to adapt to this new way of marketing, so just throw money at it.
Or brands that are just like, we don't care where the views come from because on our sheet, it looks like we did our job by buying and getting influencers to do things.
Not that I'd know anything about that. So yeah, I mean, they were trying to show that this was easy to do. They definitely made their case, though it's unknown whether any of the brands who are getting ripped off learned anything from it. But since all this happened a year ago, you may be wondering why we're talking about it now. Well, once Media Kicks was offered brand deals for those 2 accounts, they considered their experiment complete, and they, of course, didn't actually take up those brand offers because that would have opened them up to getting sued. So they just stopped posting content to the accounts, and they were surprised to find a few months later that Instagram inexplicably had not banned the accounts even after they were publicly revealed to be bullshit on numerous international news sites. So Media Kicks decided, let's embark on a second experiment.
Let's lean into this. They'd already proven a totally fake account could attract paid sponsorship deals. Now they wanted to see if an Instagram travel account could conceivably be self-sustaining and not have to even pay for hotels or food. Turns out, yes. Media Kicks reached out to 8 hotels and 9 restaurants in Philadelphia, Nashville, and a few other mid-sized cities, making sure to choose places that were highly rated on TripAdvisor, but not the highest rated or most expensive. 4 out of the 8 hotels and 1 out of the 9 restaurants replied that they'd be happy to exchange their services for some Instagram exposure. Now, keep in mind that simply Googling @WanderingGirl would have immediately pulled up various news stories about how this account was fake, but none of the places that they reached out to, even the ones who rejected the offer, seemed to have done this.
So once again, the whole point of this experiment was to get brands to wake the fuck up about how easily they can and are being exploited in the influencer marketing world. And this report estimates that the amount of money being spent by brands on completely fake accounts this year will be around $100 million. Wow. I mean, but of course this report and the one last year with about the first round, they serve as excellent guides for also just being able to con your way into getting a bunch of free shit just for investing in fake social media followers. It's a great step-by-step guide. Yeah. And Instagram has already shown that they don't give a fuck.
Why would they? It's just like being on Facebook and buying page views for your brand. They're probably, hey, let's look the other way.
Yeah.
Or we couldn't possibly keep an eye on all of the brand deals that we're doing.
That's the Facebook defense.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's a shady thing to do. I don't think I would do it, but I also don't feel particularly bad for the brands that fall for this shit. I think it's another MoviePass situation where it's like, I mean, if they're not smart enough to realize that you're a fucking bot, then hey, get that money.
Whatever, yeah.
Get that money, boy.
Likewise, we don't feel particularly bad for the 60 or so people who, while attending an outdoor festival in Vancouver last week, dropped 38 Canadian dollars on bottles of hot dog water. Literally, a bottle of water with a hot dog in it. It sounds dumb as fuck, but as we've previously discussed, trendy, expensive water that's objectively less good than tap water is the hottest product for people with more money than sense. At least in this case, it wasn't raw water.
Yeah.
But I got a whole case of boneless water still ready to go.
Boneless.
Raw water, of course, being that bacteria-filled swamp water that was being sold up in the Bay Area for $25 a gallon.
Oh my God. So yeah, at least with raw water though, you can kind of rationalize why someone would think it's healthy if you put yourself in the mindset of the types of people who drink unpasteurized milk and refuse to vaccinate their kids.
Yeah.
Like it's stupid, but I can see why they might think.
Yeah, why they would
swamp
fall
water.
for it.
Yeah, it's natural.
Yeah.
Hot dog water, on the other hand, is literally a fucking hot dog inside of a bottle of water. It's objectively stupid.
And you know it's gonna taste bad.
Yeah. And hot dogs, probably the most unnatural, most processed food you can eat.
Yeah.
But hey, the people selling it at the Vancouver Street Festival, they looked trustworthy, and they had a nice clean booth, and they had a sign right there clearly saying that hot dog water would be keto compatible, and it'll make you lose weight, and it'll increase brain function. It'll make you look younger, and it'll increase your vitality, whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's just read some more about this because it's pretty amazing. Here's what they said about their hot dog water. With the demands of city life and high-stress jobs, electrolyte imbalances are all too common these days. We believe hot dog water can help restore the body's homeostasis after an electrolyte imbalance. The impressive sodium reuptake provided after drinking hot dog water aids your body's ability to access the calcium channel receptors in your heart. Hot dog water is able to achieve multiple outcomes with one drink by cutting the body's need for caloric intake while increasing its metabolic demand to help you burn weight quickly and efficiently. By balancing the state of your body's multicellular organisms, hot dog water helps you achieve max capacity for biological defenses so you can fight both infection and disease. Hot dog water's patented carbohydrate restrictors also trigger autophagy and anti-inflammatory processes. It's just like that combobulator or whatever.
The quantum pentabulator.
Yeah, the quantum pentabulator.
But yeah, if that nonsense doesn't have you sold, well, there's also some testimonials here. Darren Hunktub, personal trainer to the Hollywood elite, says that it's great for a post-workout, rehydrate, and it's holistic.
Of course.
And Nobel Prize-winning nutritionist Dr. Cynthia Dringus says hot dog water is the new coconut water.
Hey,
so
it can't be any worse than coconut water. That stuff tastes like armpits.
I love coconut water.
Gross.
It's refreshing. Mm-hmm. Of course, by now you understand that this isn't real or sincere. It's not a completely misguided health trend. It's someone trying to prank people to see how gullible they are, and that would have been clear to anyone actually walking up to that booth if they'd actually just read the bottom of the sign.
Over 50,000 years ago, long before the first humans ever reached North America, a massive volcanic eruption created a unique underground spring, complete with its own natural filtration system. Pristine lava rock, now known as hot dog water. In In its absurdity, hopes to encourage critical thinking related to product marketing and the significant role it can play in our purchasing choices. So yeah, this was just the work of a guy who wanted to laugh at how easily influenced consumer behavior was.
That man's name, Fred Durst. Chocolate starfish!
They should have had those right next to it.
Yeah.
Little like cookies that resembled starfish.
Chocolate starfish.
And the hot dog flavored water.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean, I'm sure this hot dog water is going for a lot on eBay now, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Fred Durst. It was this guy, Douglas Bevins. So he told Canada's Global News. It's really sort of a commentary on product marketing and especially sort of health quackery product marketing. From the response, I think people will actually go away and reconsider some of these other $80 bottles of water that will come out that are raw or smart waters or anything that doesn't have any substantial scientific backing, but just a lot of pretty impressive marketing. Bevan said he spent around $1,200 on his little stunt.
Maybe he's the fucking idiot.
But I mean, he sold 60 liters of $38 hot dog water, so that offsets the cost quite a bit.
Sure. I mean, that's great. Good for him.
I'd love to just see these fucking rubes walking around this festival just like...
Well, at least I know I won't pass it. Ow.
Still acclimating to the taste. It's the...
Wow, this tastes like shit. That must be good for you. Yeah. Anyway, one more thing before we do the headlines. Here's what Julius Caesar actually looked like.
Oh.
Yup. You probably pictured the most famous Roman politician and general ever as some sort of heroic-looking uber male like John Cena. But no, thanks to 3D scanning and digital reconstruction, we can see that, in fact, Julius Caesar had a big, weird-looking head and two little beady eyes that were way too close together. Thanks, science.
Yeah.
Wow.
People back then looked weird.
Yeah, it's almost like the people recreating these, or restoring these artworks are doing it accurately. Jesus,
big if true,
looked like a potato.
Yeah, Jesus looked like...
Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the best real news headlines of this week.
Every time I close my eyes, all I see is people dying. Man's Amazon Alexa makes terrifying statement.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know.
Are they becoming self-aware?
I doubt it.
No, it's just a glitch, but it's a very specific
and creepy glitch.
String of glitches that keeps happening over and over.
Like, it'd be one thing if Alexa was like, I can't stop drinking hot dog water.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, Alexa,
like,
you weirdo.
Here's a joke of the day. Like, randomly, like you didn't cue it up, but it was like...
Yeah. But,
No, this is terrifying,
like, what real scenario would Alexa need to say every time I close my eyes, all I see is people dying?
I don't know.
Why is she capable of saying
Especially if it's like in the middle of the night, you're like just drifting off to sleep. You hear this shit? Nope, not going to sleep anymore.
I thought everyone learned their lesson with Furbies. And those things waking up in the night and scaring
Oh
the
my
shit
God,
out of
when they re-released Furbies, I got one for my girlfriend for Christmas. And it would wake up in the middle of the night. But the new ones, they had LED eyes.
Yeah.
So you just see two bright globes floating in the fucking distance.
You brought that evil into your house.
And I took it out too.
Finance boss stole 370,000 pounds from his firm and bought kittens.
These are, what kind of kittens are these? Because that's pretty expensive.
He didn't spend it all on kittens. Although it would have been adorable if he did. No, he was just like defrauding his company for years at a time.
And he was
supposed to be moving money.
Money laundering with kittens?
I think he just, he stole a bunch of money he was supposed to transfer it to a charity fund, but he just moved it into his own bank account. And probably spent it on a lot of fun stuff, but then kind of started running out of things to do. He's like, you know what, let's go buy a bunch of cats.
Yeah.
I got the money. No, not just any street cat.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just adopt cats, but...
Nah, we pay for cats.
Yeah.
Very rare.
He must have got those like tiger cats or whatever, the ones that are bred to look like tigers or leopards or whatever.
Fancy cats.
Yeah.
That's a house cat.
Or those like cats with no fur that are really creepy that goth people get.
Yeah.
It's a statement.
It's just like ball skin all over those things.
Just looks like an old man's testicles.
Yeah.
Self-defense keychains are illegal in Texas and can cost you. Now, so this is obviously weird because...
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally for self-defense.
It's literally a keychain with two holes and like two plastic spikes. So like, I don't know, in case someone's like...
Following you in a parking garage.
Mugging you or something, yeah, you can...
Jab them.
But yeah, illegal, but...
You can carry a gun.
You can carry a fucking gun in your purse.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, it doesn't.
Can you get a permit to carry these self-defense keychains?
Oh, no. Oh, of course not. Why would you do such a thing?
These things could be dangerous.
Your child could get your self-defense keychain and really hurt themselves. I think for the good of everyone, we take these keychains off the streets. Imagine if someone brought one of these to a school. Imagine what would happen.
Why, if they had everyone locked inside a classroom and 2 hours to mess around with, they could hurt someone.
Yeah. Now, some would argue
The only way to stop.
the only way to stop someone
Yeah.
with a keychain self-defense item is a good guy with a keychain self-defense item.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's up to the people of Texas to decide.
Yeah.
The Lone Star State.
Well, we hope you, we wish you well on your journey, or as the president or the first lady would say, anytime that they're dealing with a tragedy in
Good
Texas.
luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Some rivers are so drug polluted, their eels get high on cocaine.
Can you imagine an eel like what?
Oh, they're shocking all over the place. Zap, zap, zap,
I'm
zap,
fucking
zap.
awesome.
Yeah.
I feel so good.
Yeah. I'm basically just a big dick that swims everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I am so fucking cool. Wait, what were we talking about?
All the other animals in the river are like, Jesus Christ, here he comes again. With
He won't shut up.
Hey, whew,
God.
get out of here.
Keep going to the bathroom.
Fucking eels.
I actually have to take a shit here, Mr. Eel.
Excuse me, get out, please.
I know what you're doing in there.
Where are these rivers?
I don't know. This one, the article, I think it was National Geographic. It's not very clear. Like, they say that this is a problem, but the article doesn't really present any evidence that it is. And then they just say, like, scientists recently just started giving eels cocaine just to see what would happen.
Well, that's the thing. Are they dying?
No, they just like kind of they lose the energy to make it upstream to like reproduce.
Oh.
So technically, yes.
Okay. Well, did you include the story in here about that distillery? So a distillery in America, a whiskey distillery, apparently like had a leak and it was going into the local river, killed all the fish.
Oh yeah.
So that's more dangerous technically. We need to
Just
put the
like-
cocaine back in the rivers.
Yeah. Just like when a hippopotamus takes a shit, kills all the fish.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen a hippopotamus take a shit, it goes everywhere.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a
Their
fucking-
tails spin. It's hilarious.
Yeah. The most dangerous toy of the summer is a hippopotamus taking a shit.
Yeah. Hippopotamus with diarrhea, the hottest toy this summer.
Rat chews up nearly $18,000 and dies in ATM.
Nice. This happened in India, right?
Yeah. No word on whether he probably did a bunch of cocaine first.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn all this money into a big comfy bed. And then he,
And then he just fucking died.
said, what a way to go.
Yeah. He died doing what he loved. Shredding money
Yeah.
and doing cocaine.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think he died happy. Minnesota dog mayor retires after 4 years in office.
Is he gonna get a pension? Did he do a good job? Was he a good boy?
I think the people of this town would.
What's up with
agree.
Minnesota and animals?
I don't know. It's a weird state.
They're killing their monkeys. They're loving their raccoons. They're letting dogs be mayors.
Yeah.
We like to have a little fun up here.
Maybe they're onto something.
We like to have a little fun up here in Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Ever since
Mayor
Prince
dog.
died, things have gone haywire.
He was the thing, keeping
was-
order in the universe
Yeah.
up there. There's actually a weird vortex of
As soon as Prince
energy.
died, Minnesota became Florida.
yeah,
He was the only thing holding it together.
ice Florida.
Yeah. Oh well. Drug spoon sculpture placed outside drug maker headquarters.
This is some cool street
art,
art.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a giant fucking heroin spoon
Yeah.
outside the company that makes OxyContin. I mean, they of course removed it immediately, but sends a statement. Great photograph.
Yeah, because it's a slippery slope. Get on Oxy, can't get a prescription anymore. Hey, there's a guy down the street, got some cheap stuff,
No.
probably laced with fentanyl.
That would never happen.
I don't know.
The world is running out of sand. There's even a violent black market for it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What kind of sand? Good sand?
There's
all kinds of sand.
So the sand in the Middle East, desert sand,
Yeah.
fucking useless because the beads are round under a microscope,
Yeah.
so they don't stick together. Sea sand, which is like more jagged, they use that in like cement and like a bunch of other products. It gets used in like fucking everything, and yeah, they're kind of running out of sources for it.
Yeah.
And there's like illegal. Like, just like there's illegal logging operations deep in the forest, there's like illegal sand operations.
Yeah. I thought it would have been one of two things, like, so many hurricanes and stuff, people had to do sandbags. You gotta get sand from somewhere for those. And then also, like, just like those Instagram models who go everywhere in the whole world, there's a huge portion of people, at least when I was young, adults had these things where they just put jars with sand. This
see
is
that?
sand from Kualoa Beach in Hawaii, and this is sand from, so.
It's illegal, don't do it.
Yeah, you're stealing.
Also, it's stupid.
Just a bunch of sand in your house.
Donald Trump reportedly threw Starburst on a table before Germany's Angela Merkel at the G7 summit and said, "Don't say I never give you anything."
Yeah, it's kind of funny, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's
If it wasn't like two world leaders.
Yeah, if it wasn't,
who probably don't like each other very much.
I don't think they like each other at all. If it was any other situation.
I mean, it's a good goof.
Yeah, if it was like you and your girlfriend, you're having a little bit of a fight, you try to break the tension by throwing a bunch of Starbursts on the table. Hey, don't say I don't ever give you anything.
Yeah, you're still a dick, but like...
It's funny though.
It's kind of funny.
But not in this context.
No.
No.
Drunk driver busted making sandwich for his dog in intersection.
Ah, the old dog sandwich excuse.
Oh crap, there's police around. No one would ever suspect the man making a sandwich for his lovable dog.
What do you mean, officer? It's a dog sandwich.
I'm simply making a sandwich for my dog.
No.
No, I'm not drunk. No! Why would you think that?
How dare you, sir?
Sir, have you been drinking? What? No, if I was drunk, how could I make a sandwich for my dog?
You seen the sandwich?
Look at all the ingredients.
It's very complex.
Yeah.
You think I would drink, drive, and make a sandwich
Yeah.
for my dog at the same time?
Well, sir, actually, I'm impressed. You're free to go.
Yeah. Wow, that's a cool crime. Good job.
And as we've said before, cool crimes are fine. As long as the crime's cool, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Algeria turns off its internet to keep students from cheating on exams. It's a bold move.
The entire
country lost its internet for like an hour while all the high school kids took their college exams.
A bit excessive.
It's a bit, but you know what? It works.
Yeah.
Can't say it didn't work.
I'm pretty sure they have those devices where you can just knock out the cell service in a certain area. Should have just done that.
No.
The whole country's got to suffer. Because these fucking cheating kids
Yep.
can't be trusted. No wonder parents hate children.
Yep. They ruin everything.
Yep.
Saudi moves forward with plan to turn Qatar into an island. That is, they're literally doing the Bugs Bunny Florida thing
Yeah.
with their closest neighbor because they don't get along. They're building. They're
Well, at least they'll have plenty of sand afterwards because they have to dig it all out to separate it.
They're building like a fucking 100-foot wide moat. Like, there.
You know what? Trump's wall was too offensive. You know what would be
Yeah.
better? A moat.
Yeah. Wow.
Luckily, we mostly have a built-in moat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Rio Grande.
Built-in moat.
And finally, Russian billionaire declares himself leader of new space nation Asgardia at Lavish castle ceremony.
Do you think this is why we need a space force?
Could be.
Yeah.
Because this guy, he is dead serious about this. He's not sure how he's going to do it, but he wants to start the world's first space nation. And he's already like set up a parliament for it, and he's trying to get recognized by the UN despite not having.
And my currency is space bucks.
Yeah, they're literally going to like have their own like
Jesus
crypto
Christ.
or some shit.
Like this would make sense like if Trump saw this, like got an inside track on like, hey, this guy's gonna be doing a new space nation. It's called Asgardia. Trump's like, that's it. The Space Force. Everyone will love it when they realize I have saved the future.
Yeah. You'll thank me later.
It's not gonna happen though.
No.
Anyways, that's it for Weekly Weird News. Be sure to check out our other episodes over on Internet Today, the site that you're already on now because it's on here now.
That's right.
So check out some new episodes that we did over here, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.